So for the person that's watching this right now, or the multiple people who have never heard the term Coriolis meter, I think we need to do that now.
That's a good one.
What is a Coriolis meter, and what does it do?
Sure. All right. So a Coriolis meter in its most base function is a flow meter, right? And that's where most people stop in their understanding of what this thing actually does. So a Coriolis meter, what it does is, like Chris mentioned earlier, it is a mass meter. So it measures the mass of the media going through it. Well, that's interesting because we're getting a highly accurate reading out of mass where most of us are using velocity, your mag meters, right? Your turbine meters, and the rate at which something is moving through is wholly dependent on the reading you get. While that's still true, a mass meter is so much more precise. It has such a wide turn down, and a Coriolis meter specifically, the way it works is really interesting. So what we do is we have a flow divider. As the main flow comes in, we split that flow into two concurrent flow paths. And here's where the wizardry kind of gets really interesting, right? As a mass, which of course all matter has mass, as the mass goes through these tubes, there's a certain frequency, like kind of a fingerprint, if you will, that deflects the tubes and makes them vibrate. There's a certain frequency, if you will. Okay. And the way that they vibrate, the way that those tubes deflect, they can the way they interface with the electronics is it's like, okay, so we're doing this kind of mass through these tubes. It must be this. And that's really dumbing it down